quarter-final tomorrow, as you can see. Momota will take on Tsuneyama, and the winner of this match will play either Rustavito or Unkar Long. So that's how the draw is panning out. Umpire and service judge now on court, so we should be seeing the players momentarily. Not much to say about Chen Long that hasn't already been said. How do you assess his current form? Because he's made a couple of finals this year in 2019.
Yes, he has, and I have always, not have always, but I believe for a long, long time that Chen Long was kind of hiding a little bit and waiting for the big push in order for his qualification for the Olympics, and then of course to defend his title in 2020. However, contrary to my previous beliefs that he was gearing up to Tokyo 2020, I actually believe he struggles a bit to keep his momentum and his standard of play. So I have been slightly disappointed with his performance of late.
Well, let's see how he goes today against WANG Tzu Wei. Chen.
Can we make red for him and black for you? Okay. Red for
2-2 in the previous meetings, and Chen Long lost the last one in the Thai Open this year.
Serving? Okay.
So that tells you that it may well not be as straightforward a task as one might expect. Not sure the rankings tell the whole story with WANG Tzu Wei. We'll show you the details in a moment. He's ranked way down, relatively speaking. Chen Long ranked at 5. Of course, he has been at the top of the tree. And before he won that Olympic gold in Rio, he'd won a bronze already in London 4 years earlier. And in between the last 2 Olympic Games, he was world champion twice. 30 individual titles. Last year won the French Open. Not any silverware so far this year. You can see how much of a struggle he had against Lee in the last round. A match that lasted nearly an hour and a half. Made the finals this year of the Malaysian Masters and Malaysian Open. There's Chen Long. And he might be in for a real battle today against WANG Tzu Wei, who's ranked way down at 29 now. That high ranking was about 18 months ago. I wouldn't say he's had the greatest year of his career either. We'll go all the way back to 2016 to find the last tournament he won, which was the Dutch Open. He had a much easier passage against Vittinghus of Denmark in the last round, just over half an hour.
Yeah. First of all, I'd like to reiterate on what I said about Chen Long. Since the Olympic qualification started in May, he has lost to Victor Axelsen in the Sudirman Cup. He lost to Lee Si-cha in the second round of Indonesia Open. He lost the first round in Japan Open to Kanta Tsuneyama. And as you just mentioned, in the Thailand Open, he lost the first round to WANG Tzu Wei. So, as I said, I've been slightly disappointed for his Olympic campaign so far. And that sets up him on the race to Tokyo only as number 18 so far.
So work to do.
Work to do, absolutely.
First, he's got to try and secure a place in the quarter-final against the man who's beaten him twice.
Well, we just have to mention that he's the 4-time winner of this tournament. He won it first time back in 2010.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Chen Long.
It's actually, I actually think maybe these two would have played more often than 4 times, but here you go.
Chen Long to serve. Level. Play.
So here we go then. Chen Long serving. Well, he went for it. It's going to be death or glory, wasn't it?
It was really nicely set up with a spinning net shot there from Chen Long, forcing the short lift. Unfortunately for him, he just placed it outside the sideline. But if that's anything for the rest of the match, I think Chen Long is looking pretty good.
Well, yeah, certainly shows intent.
Yeah, definitely.
And that one he has landed.
Service over. Thank you. One all. Two, one.
So if we go and talk a little bit about WANG Tzu Wei, he rose, as you said, to number 10 on the world ranking back in 2017, where he had a really, really good run. He was in the final 3 times in 2017, and he had 2 semi-finals on top of that, and that what took him to number 10 in the world. But 2018 was a really bad year for him. He ended up as 29 on the world ranking after 2018, and he had only 1 quarter-final, which was the India Open, the Super 500 tournament. This year, so far, he's already had 3 quarter-finals, 1 semi-final, so 2019 is much, much better than 18 already. To qualify for the Olympics, he's got to get into the top 16, because to get 2 members from 1 national association into the men's singles, it takes that you've got to be in the top 16, and CHN is almost sure to qualify.
Yeah.
So he's got to go into top 10 to qualify for Tokyo.
Well, this is a positive start from Chen Long. As you can hear, was from a match just finishing on one of the other courts.
I think it's very interesting to watch Chen Long, because he's much, much more aggressive than we've seen him for a long while.
And he looks very focused, doesn't he? He looks like, you know, he's in that zone where he wants to be. In a very impressive start to this match from the Olympic champion.
Good smash there by Wang. When he won the New Zealand Grand Prix Gold Tournament back in 2014, he was still a teenager. The only other player who won a tournament at that level as a teenager was Lin Dan.
Okay, so he's in exalted company.
Yes, definitely.
Lin Dan beaten yesterday by Momota. Who, if you are just coming in, was superb today against Somi Sugiyato.
Service over. We can change the shuttle? Yeah.
Others will have their own view, but I think it's going to take something special to stop Momota winning this title. He was
he's looking good.
Nearly faultless today. He was brilliant.
He's looking good. And yesterday against Lindan, he was also in complete control.
3,
It was not yesterday, it was actually 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, they split the first round here over 2 days.
From Korea versus Chen from China. ，Umpire Sydney Gallows, New Zealand. Service judge Mai Long Yin, Vietnam.
That's a good shot there by Chen Long. Cross court from the deep backhand corner.
that is over.
Very, very strong indeed. A nice finish down the line, not going cross court. But the attack of WANG Tzu Wei is not shabby either. I think he's got a very nice attack. Good smashing power. Oh, that was a bit of a junior shot, I would call it. That cross court from the net, flat into the deep forehand corner when Chen Long was in absolute balance, is what I call a junior shot.
8, 4.
Nowhere that had a chance to pass. Yeah, the string in the racket of Chen Long was gone. So that's why he opted to try for that very, very tight net shot. It did not work out, and Wang, he knew that Chen Long had no options. Just played it safely back to the back line.
Five, 8.
He's in the mood today so far.
Service over.
This is terrific stuff from Chen Long.
9, 5.
Problem for WANG Tzu Wei there was that Chen Long kept on coming. In some ways, he did well to stay in the rally for as long as he did with that little behind the back trick shot. Wow, the way he dealt with that smash was brilliant. And look at that scoreline at the mid-game interval. He'd have taken that at the start, Chen Long.
It was a good smash down the line here from Wang. Try to look at this one, the smash down the line here. But he forgets the follow-up. He's too late getting out of the corner, and that's why that brilliant cross-court defensive shot by Chen Long was so effective.
搓不是吗？对，他没法打。刚才这一分就是下来看看这个，第一个就看。
这比前身要好，是高压推。
对。但第一个弹完以后，如果不舒服，你还很精力很集中的啊，临时那个是。
Court 1, 20 seconds.
他看到。
Players on court. (11-5). Yes. Play. (12-5).
Good length again from
5.
Chen.
Yeah, Wang Tzu Wei really have to start trying to find an answer to this. He must be more aggressive at the net, which means he's got to move in, try to get the lift, because at the moment Chen Long is in total control. And he's scoring at will almost with his attack, which means that Wang have to make some changes to his game. Got to be more aggressive as what we saw here.
Yeah, more of that required. And it's a very worrying scoreline for him at the moment.
14.
Especially when you look at the head-to-head record, somewhat surprising. I think a lot of people expected this to be reasonably close. It still might be, but at the moment...
That was well played at the net. That's unfortunately for Wang, that one is out. But that's what I mean, he's got to take these chances at the net. We have a challenge on it. I think he will be unsuccessful, but that's the right style. He needs to go in and put the pressure.
Yeah, it looked wide to me as well, but let's see what Hawkeye says. Hawkeye concurs, way wide actually.
Challenge unsuccessful. Service over. One challenge remaining. 15-6. Play. Over 7-15. Oh.
That's it. Good lift by Chen Long. And that's out.
Service over.
Well, at least he's starting to create opportunities, just not able to take them as yet.
I concur with you on that. It seems to be a slight change in his approach, and he knows that he needs to be more on the attack. He cannot just sit back and wait for Chen Long, because then he's scoring at will.
Red rack to a ball, that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
17.
Once again, the defense here from WANG Tzu Wei is letting him down. That one, look at that, that's way, way too high. And it's got to be a lot closer to the net if he wants to have any chances when it comes to his defense. That's out as well.
18-7.
It looks like the only opportunity is to get to the interval and regroup, find new ways if you were WANG Tzu Wei. Chen Long, on the other hand, I think must be very happy with the way it's going. Seldom we see him as aggressive as we've seen him here today.
Over. 8-18. Nine, 18.
Not even in the picture there, Chen Long. It's that perfectly placed smash. Well, terrific rally. Thoroughly appreciated by the crowd inside the arena here. And Chen Long moving inexorably now, by the look of it, to victory in this opening game.
Chen Long did really well when it came to lifting from the net. The length he was creating on those lifts were really, really good. And that kept him in the rally, gave him the opportunity, and eventually he won it.
So just the 11 game points here for Chen Long. Well, might be too little too late, but it's a great shot. At least it's got him into double figures in this game.
10, 20. Yes.
Well, 21 points to 10. I don't think too many predicted a scoreline as lopsided as that. But Wang has got an awful lot to think about during this 2-minute break. Chen Long in full control so far, leads by 1 game to love.
没关系，你可以过渡，但是呢，你这个被动球有时候强化一下，有点太对吧？球可以应就是被动的时候，有点太软，所以给他节奏给他掌控，好吧？
哦，这是5。
是啊，他今天基本上是控制着。
那太到位，带不出电。
是，那你不要一直寄望这个。 是你自己球也不够，对吧？你推球啊、高球啊，你练热身的时候还很敢出手，一到打起来反而不敢出手，对吧 ？OK， 没关系，啊，重新调整。那在这个你其实状况是可以，还可以再放开一点，是吧？球路上面来讲的话，你要就是前面给他这一边的态度。 他完全被站到这边来，变化，
直都不会进。
你要在路线上面配合，不一定说路线上面配合就一定会打死。是这样。
注意后场进攻，上网。好。
Scored 1, 20 seconds. Scored 1, 20 seconds.
还是耐心点，刚付出了。
So it will be very interesting to see what happens when Wang got the advice from his coach, Luan Jin, former Chinese top player in the men's singles. He won the All England in 1983.
Play.
So let's see if that advice has helped him.
Well, Wang has to do something to try and turn this match around after being comprehensively outplayed in that opening game. Well, right idea maybe, but wrong execution, missed it wide.
And that's what I advocated earlier in the opening game, that Wang really have to play tight at the net, see if he can get the control here, closing down the net very nicely and playing a winner.
He just keeps coming at you, doesn't he?
Yeah. Wang was playing 3 defensive shots and 2 out of the 3 was not in quality.
1.
As you can see, we are having a
3.
much tighter fight around the initiative at the net already here from the beginning of the second game. Trying to get the lift, trying to get the control at the net.
Oh, service over. 2, 3.
Well, exactly what you were saying, except that
This time it was opposite.
yeah.
But of course, Chen Long knows that as well. He knows that Wang Tzu Wei wants to create opportunities at the net, and of course he is also very eager to close down the net. It's a battle at the net at the moment.
Just a bit short from Chen Long, and Wang pounced on it.
Three, four.
Let him have the jump smash from well in front of the back line, set up the easy kill.
That's tight. Still a good lift by Chen Long, though. The fact that he got that far down the court was really well played.
Well, complete miscalculation from Wang.
Yeah, once again, a very fine example of very, very good length from Chen Long, but helped a little bit by the drift.
5, 4.
Scowl of frustration from Wang.
Yeah, but once again we see how Wang is what I call hanging in that corner. He's not getting out of the corner as and when he's attacking from that around the head situation, which means that he's getting late for the next shot, and that's really hurting him.
Yeah, if Chen Long can open up a decisive lead now,
7,
might be enough
4.
to effectively rule out a Wang comeback. Once again, more decisive at the net. And just a little bit of a cushion now. Scoreboard pressure for WANG Tzu Wei. Well, he needed that just to stop that run of points.
5, 8.
this time. Wang was going for sheer power down the centre of the court. But the lift from Chen Long was woefully short here. Try to have a look at this one. Really nice play at the net. Spinning net shot by WANG Tzu Wei. This one here, look at this.
6.
Look at how difficult it is to get that one back. Perfect pictures, really, really good pictures here.
Yeah, obviously couldn't get any serious depth on that, and an easy put away. So trying to find his way back into this. But
Service over.
every time he does...
But look at this one, look at this one.
6.
Yeah, that is awesome. Well played by Chen Long. So tempting to try to lift it. This time he played the net shot back. And this time, good variation from WANG Tzu Wei. That cross-court half smash, slightly sliced. Wrong footing Chen Long.
Okay.
Yeah, very, very steep. Well played by Wang. Good efforts, though, from Chen Long.
7, 9.
Missed that by a big margin.
8, 9.
Yeah, it was good of WANG Tzu Wei to control his length of that lift. Playing with the drift is obviously not so easy, but he's controlling it really well.
Yeah, again, he was going to leave it and then changed his mind very, very late in the day.
Once again, really well played by Chen Long, opting not to lift it, but play the shot back at the net.
And a handy advantage. It's back to 3 now at the mid-game interval.
但是他先下一半，我感觉他在吹到动手，我是这样看，这样往上高的。
这样做的时候，自信不能有进去，要有自信，不是为了这样子的。然后包括你我等一下，你要有自信就行了。不然讲绝对起来有人站住了，他就杀下就没了，然后退点的。
一定要集中，因为。
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Eleven, 8. Put everything in the basket. Thank you. Play.
So the point of no return here for WANG Tzu Wei, trailing by game to love, and now 11-9.
9-11.
It's got too much angle on it, Chen Long.
10, 11.
Great get from Wang.
Service over.
Wang Tzu Wei did really well to stay in that rally. The last shot, of course, letting him down.
12.
That one there, but
10.
many other shots in the rally, he did really well to stay in. The quality of the second game, much, much better than the opening game from both the players.
Oh, well done.
Service over.
Yeah, once again, opening up with that steep, steep shot to the backhand. That one there, where Chen Long have to dive to get it. That really looks like
11.
a troubled area for Chen Long.
12.
That one there seems like he's got to dive every time he's got to get that shot. And being on the floor is not easy.
Yeah. Service over. 13, 11.
Oh, yes.
A wonderful smash. Really good cross-court smash
Service over.
from Wang Tzu Wei.
3号场地将进行的是女子单打，由来自俄罗斯的叶夫根尼亚对阵来自日本的高桥沙野加。
Court 3, women's singles, Evgenia Kosetkaya from Russia versus Sayaka Takahashi from Japan.
裁判员赵丹，中国；八局裁判蔡峰杰，中国。
Umpire 赵丹 China, service judge 蔡峰杰 China.
I think he's got Chen Long thinking a bit more now anyway after these succession of successes he's had at the net. Not every time, but
No, but he's definitely
often enough.
Yeah, taking much, much more control of the net, and that's changed the momentum of the match. It's a much, much more even match now than what it was in the opening game. Yeah, chances were that might have gone too long, but Wang Tzu Wei couldn't get out of the way. Look at that one. Right in the chest.
Well, they weigh a lot, these shuttlecocks. He'd be brilliant in the cowboy film. Look at that.
Yeah, that would be a main asset. Yeah. A badminton shuttlecock is 5 grams.
14.
Got to say, we're getting
13.
some wonderful pictures from our cameramen today here in Changzhou. Remember, 3 more days of coverage after today. Quarters tomorrow, semis on Saturday, and the finals on Sunday afternoon local time. Meanwhile, titanic battle in this second game continues. There's the point in it.
Oh, that's nice. Really nice. Very well disguised and pushed it into the deep backhand corner of Chen Long.
14-0.
That was a hell of a backhand in the middle of that point from Chen Long.
Once again, yeah, cross court, forcing it all the way to the back line. It's really sort of raw power on that backhand. But there's no doubt that if you're in the shoes of Chen Long, you have to try to go for the attack. Very often, when he is attacking, he's successful. So, in terms of tactical, he should try to see whether he could attack a little bit more.
That's good leave.
Yeah. This time he got out of the way.
15-0.
Just watching Wang sit cross-legged in the middle of the court, it's just like, what can I do about this?
Yeah, but this is the shot, the block shot there from Chen Long is setting it up very, very nicely. But it's perfection. Cross-court smash, absolutely perfect.
There we go, staging a sit-in. It's literally punch and counter-punch in this second game. And of course now we're getting to the
16,
the business end of it,
15.
where every point becomes critical.
Service over.
Well, I think a good sign of the quality of the attack of WANG Tzu Wei is the fact that Chen Long needs to get the floor wiped every time, which means that he's been on the floor somehow, and that's a very strong indication of good attacking skills from the player from Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, Chen Long's been diving around, scrambling all over the court. But he keeps him guessing which way he's going with those smashes, either down the line or cross court. And this time the moppers are on for Wang.
Seventeen, 16.
Made it.
Yeah, well controlled. Well, it took a lot of courage from Chen Long to play back at the net here. He knew his opponent was waiting there to close down the net. Still he played it. Took a lot of courage. Almost paid off.
It's almost like there's a mental battle going on, a tactical battle within the actual match itself here. And at the moment,
18,
probably would say
17.
it's too close to call, not just on the
I
scoreboard.
wouldn't like to call this
No.
one, say who's going to win this second game. It can go either way.
I don't think there's been more than a point in it for the last 20 minutes. Well, it was a brilliant retrieve from Chen Long, and then the smash at the end of it secured what could be a really important point.
Yeah, it's a very small gap here of 2 points, but it's a brilliant rally, not only from Chen Long, but from both players here. Very, very good rally. Took the chance there, Wang Tzu Wei, but the defensive shot by Chen Long just too good.
It's been an absolutely fascinating match, and we may yet get to see a third game, but Wang has work to do at 17-19 down. Must-win point for him, you'd have thought here. Well, it's a little bit fortunate to get the net cord, but he'll take it, and he's got match points.
20, match point, 17.
Can he secure the victory here? The answer's a resounding yes. A game that was in doubt for long, long periods, and right at the end of it, Chen Long showed composure under pressure, and he goes through to the quarter-finals tomorrow. But that second set, Morten, hugely enjoyable to watch.
It was very, very nice to watch. It was a good quality game, and as you say, it was neck to neck, and it was really close all the way.
21-17.
Yeah, and the scoreline maybe doesn't do the match, or certainly the second game, justice. But Chen Long still with a chance to take down this title. Reigning Olympic champion is through to the last 8. Confirmation of the score. 21-10, 21-17 in 48 minutes on court. Up next, Ratchanok Intanon, who's always worth watching, and my colleague Jill Clark, who's always worth listening to. We'll see you in a couple of moments.